Facebook Live, and today we are doing a guest live. Hey there, Queenie, how you doing?
I'm fantastic, Doc. I have been so looking forward to this, and I mean that with all my heart. Doc and Queenie every Monday at high noon has been so fun. And then when we decided to do Doc and Queenie guest live and spotlight one of our faithful friends on purpose, it was like it just came all together, and I'm loving that.
Me too. Well, let me introduce our guest today if people don't know who this is, but I think a lot of us do, and it's an honor and a pleasure to introduce Michelle Cruse of Legal Shield and an ambassador, a rockin' ambassador for Ladies of Justice. Welcome, Michelle.
Hi, everybody.
Good morning, amazing girl. I was trying to think back. You are seriously one of the greatest edifiers that we have ever known. And we are so thrilled for your support, certainly of us and our businesses, but also of Doc and Queenie and the community and the faithful friends on purpose. And I just wanted to share this with you, Michelle. As soon as this live is over, Lord willing, and I push the right button.
If we don't get cut off.
Yeah. There will be a link that you will be able to share with all of your community so they can actually see you highlighted today. So we're thrilled to have you, and thank you so much for supporting us all the time.
Well, of course.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about you. We also know, a little birdie told us, maybe it was kind of a big birdie, that you're also a new director with Legal Shield. So you've got a lot going on in your world.
Yes, I do. Well, I mean, so what I am is I'm 49. I just turned 49 last month. It was exciting. I was excited about it. Most people are like, but no, I was like, cool. I got one more year before the big 50. So cool, right? I want to make the best of it. But I've been with my husband for this January, will be 31 years I've been with him. No, we have not been married the whole time, but that is another day story. But out of that great relationship, the most amazing thing God gave me was him and two amazing children. One is my daughter Tristan, and she's 29, and my son, he's Seth, and he's 25 now. They both have blessed me with two grandkids each.
Oh my gosh.
So my daughter has an 8-year-old boy named Tucker, and my granddaughter Sydney. And then I have from my son, I have my granddaughter who's 5, that is Jaslyn. And then I have my grandson Emerson, who is also 5. So they are just the most amazing gifts that God gave me. And he also had given me Legal Shield 9 years ago. I just hit my anniversary for my 9th year.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Yes. And it's been a crazy way. I mean, I have a actual photo in my phone. I'll share it today because I think it's really needed for people to see God's plan and my plan are two totally different plans. So
wait a second. I got to write that down.
You better, Queenie.
I mean,
I got to write that down.
Is this what the struggle is, you guys? Is we're always on our own plan and why it never really works out.
But yeah, that's God probably it. Yeah.
and it shows these, like, you're going on this bike up this hill, or I think you're on a bike. Anyway, there's just these valleys and these, oh my gosh, it's such a torrential road trying to do it all by yourself. And God makes it so it isn't so rough, you got him. Right. And so with that, Legal Shield has really been blessed to me. I had been praying at work, and I had a job at the printing company here in Gardner, and I was on the machines because that's where I wanted to be. I could have been an office person, but I get bored easy. I can't sit still. So I ran the machine, and it's like way bigger than me. It's like a couple tons, and we're cutting business cards and all these, and I'm just daydreaming and I'm praying. I'm like, I need to be able to stay home and take care of my son because he needed me. He had some issues. And also, I don't want to do this job forever. They're not paying me enough to be here. They're paying me just barely enough to be there. Okay. And so I'm like, but what else would I do? And so I've been praying about it. God said, I want you to stay home and take care of your own, like your grandma did, but better. And there's a reason why that is. That's another story for another day. And I'm like, what does that mean? My son is 16. He'll be 18 soon. My daughter's out of the house. She's graduated college and she's doing her career. And she's met someone nice at the time. What am I, what is this? What is this? And so anyway, he literally sends my son's mental health case manager to my house when we had hired him. And he was working with me for a few months, like 2, 3 months. I think it was 3 months. And then one day I come home from work. I don't know where my son is because he didn't come home from school yet. He knows we have an appointment. Uh, he was really late. But I was really frustrated with work because, we're not getting paid. There's a hiring and a pay freeze because it's back in that time. And I'm just like, I'm so done. And so Scott says, I know he's over here grinning on my front porch, right? And I'm like, I'm not even in the mood for that because I was having a really bad day. And
No grins allowed. No grins
Yeah.
allowed.
Yeah.
I know. And I was like, why are you smiling? He goes, oh, because I smarted off and I said, well, if I could just stay home and take care of my own and work from home, that would be so awesome. And he's smiling. And I'm like, what do you know? Because we're friends now, right? And my husband loves him and he's amazing. And yeah, and so he introduces, well, he couldn't introduce it at the time. I'll explain that later. But um, he got me the information. I looked at it. I went to a Super Saturday, they call them, and we have them once a month. So we can bring guests and learn from the big wigs, and have all these great, amazing testimonies and training. And I'm like, I knew because the day I walked into there, the Holy Spirit just came over me. And I knew this is what God was talking about. I couldn't believe it. He's like, okay, you got the income and you'll be able to stay home. So I mean, that's where it all began, is because God has a direction. And in this ups and down, I have no idea how to sell anything, you guys, but I do know how to share things that I like. And that's what I'm figuring out this year, is what I like, is to help other people also share what they do. So I mean, it's like a bonus on both ends here. I'm able to help people with
Right.
what I have, and I'm able to share with them. And I'm also able to help other people find other things that they need too. So I just think that's amazing.
My
Thank you,
goodness, that
Michelle.
is so awesome. Doc, what do you think about all that praying she was doing?
I think it works.
Yes.
I know it works. I know it works. No, I think that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Michelle. I wanted to ask if you could just kind of catch people up that have never heard of Legal Shield or just know a little bit about it, just kind of like maybe in 1 or 2 minutes, what Legal Shield is.
Well, Legal Shield is, we are able to provide people with equal access to the justice system with attorneys that are going to be there in every area of law. So every area of your life that you're needing something on a personal level. We also have business plans, so we can cover your business as well. But on the personal plan, say, oh, I got this bill in the mail. I didn't even create this bill. So you're trying to fight with customer service. Well, that didn't work out so well, and you're on hold forever. And always asking for the supervisor and things like that. Well, now I have an app on my telephone, and I can push that app and actually call my attorneys from my phone off my app, and talk to somebody in intake and let them know what I need so they can have the right attorney call me back so that we can start working on that situation. I never knew this existed, but they've been around since 1972. Another thing is, we sign documents all the time,
Right.
I want a cell phone, I want this, I want that, not even thinking about what the small print's saying and what it isn't saying, and you sign it. And then later on, you've got all these issues now. And man, it's so great that you can run those documents by your attorney. You can run up to 15 pages of each document over there. They'll review it, get back with you and let you know what's in it, what your rights are, should you sign it, should you negotiate even. And then my favorite part, because I always knew how important a will was. And so I got my will done twice now, because the first time was just to see if it works, right? And how easy it was. And I got it back in 5 business days and had it notarized. And then the second time I got it back in 4 days. And I had it that time, I did it right because I understood it better, and I seen it work. So I wanted to make sure everything was covered in my will that I want done. So it's just amazing. And then we have traffic stuff. In case you have a moving violation, you can send it over to your attorney. You can take a picture of it right after you get the ticket, send it over, and they're going to get back with you within 4 business hours. So I mean, that is just amazing.
The good thing is, I'm sure nobody on this call knows how to need that or do that personally, right?
Sure.
No,
Sure.
no, not at all.
Sure.
Especially you, Queenie.
Yeah. Michelle, are you trying to say that there are documents that we sign that we haven't read each one of those million gazillion little words?
And
Yeah,
fine
unless
print,
you're one of
the
those people
disclaimer.
that have to because it's in your nature, but most people do not,
Right.
you know. So it's just, think of it this way. Wealthy people, what do they do before they sign anything? What do
Give
they
it to
do?
their lawyer. Always give it to their
Exactly.
lawyer. Mhm.
Actually, that is absolutely correct. And
Always.
that's what we have the access to do now for just a low monthly fee. And it covers you and your family. And if it's just you, it's still the same because we have such great value that $24.95 a month is a no-brainer.
Right.
And
Like
there's
a
all,
couple of cups of coffee.
yeah, exactly. So, but you win gift cards all the time, Laura, for Starbucks. So
Oh, that's right, I do.
you do. Lucky number 7. Anyway.
So how about if you could tell us also about the Ladies of Justice and what is that part of Legal Shield or is that separate from Legal Shield? How does that work?
Yeah, actually, I love this group. It is with Legal Shield. It's Ladies of Justice by Legal Shield. And what we do is we help empower women from every background. We help lift them up. We help them learn how to earn money and take care of their families and be at home with their families. There's a lot of single moms out there that might not want 2 or 3, 4 jobs, or they're just struggling on the one that just eats up all their time. They might be working 12-hour shifts all the time. They want to be home with their kids because where are their kids? Being raised by daycare or,
Right.
or don't know, I mean, there's a lot of things going on out there. So we're just there to help people, women empower themselves and be their best.
And don't you have a Ladies of Justice coming up? Isn't there one coming up this month?
Yes, actually, it's tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. So
Okay.
anybody out there in Facebook land, if you guys want to attend, no guys actually, it's all women. I'm
Hence the
sorry,
word
Larry, out there, Larry, you're hearing me, right? So yeah, but it's tomorrow night, and so if anybody'd like to come, I just PM me on Facebook, or you can also get a hold of me. Well, you can find me on Facebook, you can find me on LinkedIn, you can find me Instagram, you can text or call me. That's cool.
We can find you everywhere. One thing I did want to share, since this is being recorded and some of the folks might be watching on the link, you have been so kind for a year and a half now to do your Ladies of Justice events in person, certainly when we could, but also since then once a month. And so tomorrow night is actually November 18th. I had to look because in Groundhog Year, I have no idea what day it is most of the time. But
Me
tomorrow
too.
is actually November 19th and it's at 7 p.m. Central Time because a lot of our faithful friends on purpose are not local to Kansas City area. And we just wanted to share that. And then be sure and connect with Michelle. I think we should call you Rockstar Michelle now, and all the social media platforms. And that way they can actually find you to connect and see when the Ladies of Justice is for that particular month. And I know that you've got sponsors each month, and I've been thrilled to be part of your sponsorship team also, as has Doc been able to be part of that with her Doc 7 business. And certainly I love the fact that you literally lift up not only your sponsors, but your community as far as your Ladies of Justice. That is so powerful.
Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, I'm very honored that you have taken your time and put it into this Ladies of Justice, because not only the people that want to join me and help other people with Legal Shield, the sponsors. Oh my gosh, you guys are so supportive. And tomorrow night, so for you guys out there, it'll be me, Kathy Weaver, and Brenda Kempton. And so I'm very excited about that. So yeah.
And I happen to know December is birthday month for certain people who shall remain nameless. And she's actually your sponsor for your December event, as I've been told.
Yes, and
That's
I'm
what
so
I heard.
honored. She's going to be so busy celebrating all month of December for her birthday.
No offense, but I think she's already started. So we got this lady.
Wait a minute, you guys, I'm sitting here, I'm
Yeah,
still.
sorry, I forgot. I thought I muted her out.
Oh my God.
Well, hey, Queenie, guess what? We're unfortunately running out of time here. So
Well, before we run out of time completely, there's one more little spot I
yes.
cover with Michelle, if that's okay.
Yes.
Love for you to hit with our current environment and what's going on, certainly on social media platforms. Can you share just a little bit about ID Shield? That's a biggie for me.
Yes.
Oh yeah, well, ID Shield, we cover, okay, let's see. We cover you, your spouse, and all your children, up to 10 children. They all have to be under 18, of course. But with us, we have licensed private investigators, on the front line, and we have them ready to go in case you're a victim of identity theft, just having our service. And what they do is they monitor every area of your law, including social media. So if you're out there on social media, we want to protect you, and we want to make sure that there isn't some funny business going on, and keep your reputation up, and and be able to catch people when they steal your information and do whatever they want with it. Either create a new account or use it to go out and go crazy on a shopping spree. Who knows? Open up accounts.
What does it cost for an adult child that's still living at home that's older than 18?
Okay, since the prices went up and value got added, it's $15.95 a piece, and you get 3 bureau that way. Okay, and for a family that's not up to 18, it's for a family is $29.95. Okay, so it's very, very affordable, and and we have an unlimited service guarantee that we're going to fix your problem. Get you back to what you were before you were a victim. So that's our goal, is to keep you safe, even on social media. So
That's awesome. Well, Dawn, you were right. It's time for you
Yeah.
to take us home, I think, because we got to hear about the one and only Michelle Cruse with Legal Shield and Ladies of Justice. And our next guest live, I can't believe this actually, but we are booked through the end of 2020. And we've already started booking for 2021 on Doc and Queenie Guest Live. And you basically pick the day and time. If it works in Doc's schedule, and certainly for mine, then we can get that all set up for you. Michelle, we are so thrilled you were able to be with us today. And Doc, it's time.
Well, one real fast question, Michelle, how can people reach you, your website, that kind of thing?
okay, so it's mmcruse.ladiesofjustice.com. That's my website. I know it's long, but that's what they give us. You can also reach me at 913-788-0589. So
Awesome. Well,
yeah.
thank you very much for coming on today. We've had fun with this, and it's great to see you and educate everybody about what you're doing and what's happening out there. And so, like Queenie said, everybody, we'll have a guest live next week. But before that, you will see us on Doc and Queenie Facebook Live on Monday at what time, Queenie? I always have to do that. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Share our video to let everybody know about Michelle. Have a great day.
Absolutely. Thank you, Michelle. Bye, Doc.
Thank
Bye.
you, guys.
Bye, Michelle.
Bye.